President Biden is going to send 1,500 U.S. troops, deploy 1,500 U.S. troops. Where? Is it going to be Ukraine? Is it somewhere in Asia because of Chinese aggression? Maybe the Middle East because of Iranian aggression? No, it's because the southern border has gotten so bad and Title 42 is expiring that, May 11th, when it clicks over to May 12th at midnight, there is no more Title 42 removal power, which means everybody who crosses illegally cannot be just expelled. Now, it's interesting. You might think, hey, that works great because the U.S. military can be with Customs and Border Patrol. They'll really secure the border. But here's the issue. Because of U.S. laws that are on the books and about like martial law and posse comitatus and things like that, really they can only play an administrative secondary role. They can be armed, but that's only to protect themselves. They are not on the front line, even though that's what they're used to doing. So what will they be doing? Administrative work. President Trump had to do the same thing because the border was so out of control when he came into office. While they were starting to construct the wall, they were just starting to get the new policies in place that really did start to slow down illegal immigration. He sent 5,200 troops down to the border and was mocked by the New York Times. They called it an election season response to migrants. They said that Mr. Trump's decision to send troops showed weakness instead of strength, and quoting a group saying, this is using the troops as props. Now, that's what they said about President Trump. About President Biden, Logan, they're just reporting it as news, as, look, he's doing something to secure the border. It's like they forget what they wrote just a few years ago about the same kind of action. And I'd ask, too.
Politics 101.
When Trump said 5,200, that seems legit. 1,500, that actually does sound a lot more like...
Where you have the Biden administration deploying, like you said, 1,500 troops on paper sounds nice. But when you know how many people are crossing the border each and every day, it's far from enough. Don't take this as just a win. As they're doing something. I mean, sure, it's great that they're doing something, but like you said, at least 5,000 felt like some sort of impressive number. This is 1,500 U.S. troops that are being deployed, and the fact that we have to deploy our U.S. troops to the border is a sad state to be in to begin with.
So in the last 3 days, Customs and Border Patrol reported that 22,000 people were apprehended at the southern border by them in the last 3 days. That does not include the people who got away. So while we expect a flood of folks, illegal immigrants, coming after Title 42 expires, we're already seeing, Logan, still consistently high numbers.
The fact that they know they have to do something, that the Democrats know they have to do something at the border, there has to be some action taken to try to mitigate this chaos. I think that's it's not a win. What it is sad because you know that they could have done a lot more leading up to this.